All right, so we're just going to do task 3. So for one of the classes, create a scatter plot with handspan on the x-axis and foot length on the y-axis. Insert a line of best fit equation for that line and correlation coefficient. So what we want to do is we want to open up your Excel document, go to the tab that's tasked 2A, copy that data and paste that data in tab 2C. Okay, so what you then need to do is decide which of the classes you're going to create the scatter plot for. I'm going to create scatter plot for 7 Maths 2. So what I'll do is I'll just highlight 7 Maths 5 up the top by clicking on those letters at the top, right click and then go delete, and that will just delete those 2 columns. What you then do is highlight the numbers from 18 to 23. We'll see if we highlight the headings, insert, and we want to go to this insert scatter XY, and then just choose the first option. It will then come up like that, and that's a scatter plot where you've got all the dots. What we want to do first of all is select the data. So if you just go up to, click on the scatter plot, go up to design on the tab at the top, and then click select data. And then where it has legend entries on the left, you want to click edit. Series name, we're going to click on that little box that's on the side with the arrow, and then go click on 7 Maths 2, and that will become the title of our scatter plot. And then we want the series X values, and if we go back to the assignment, it says handspan needs to be on the x-axis and foot length on the y-axis. So our series X values are going to be those handspan values. So we just select 18 down to 21, and then press that little box again. Move on to the series Y values, again select that box, and then hit OK, and then OK again. Now what you'll notice is all of the little dots are up the top right hand corner. So we want to just adjust our scale on our X and Y axis so it means a bit more. So what you can do is down the bottom, if you click on any one of those numbers, it will come up and it will select it. Then you right click, go Format Axis, and then it will give you this minimum. So you can see here that along the X axis, my minimum is 0 and my maximum is 25. So what you want to do is you want to look and see what is your minimum value, and it's just greater than 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my minimum on my x-axis to be 15, and then if you click off that, you'll see that it adjusts, and I can even change that to 16. You don't really want that first dot on your y-axis. You do want it to break a little bit there. And then we do the same for adjusting the y-axis. So click on those y-axis numbers, go Format Axis, you look at it and go, okay, our minimum's about 20, so let's go 20. We'll click off that cell, and it's just popped it in there. If you want, you could change that to 21. It doesn't really matter. Okay, what we want to do right now is click on the data points, and then you'll see that all of those blue dots get highlighted. Right click, and then click on Add Trend Line. And it's going to put that trend line, which is a dotted line, straight up through. And then we just go over to the right-hand side where it's got Format Trend Line options. It's got linear, which is what we want. We don't want the intercept, but we do want to click on Display Equation on Chart, and then Display R² value. So the R² value has got to do with your correlation coefficient, and then that y equals 0.8131x, that's your equation. Now we just need to add our axis labels. So if we click on the chart, go Add Chart Element. We've got an axis title. We want a primary horizontal, Add Chart Element, primary vertical. And remember how we made foot length or handspan our x-axis, and that's handspan centimeters. And then we do the same for the vertical, only this time it will be foot length in centimeters. And that's a scatter plot.